Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to the video series on Indian poetics and aesthetic. In previous videos, we have looked upon rasa theory, alamkara theory, riti theory, and dhvani theory. Moving further, today in this video, we are going to talk about Vakrokti theory, which is developed by Kuntaka. Here, as we have earlier discussed, that the Vakrokti is the branches which was developed from the Alamkar theory. So, the definition which was given by Kuntaka in his seminal work VAkrokti-jivitam is that Sabdartho Sahito Vakra Kavi Vyapar Bandhe Vyavasthito Kavyam Tadvidahlad Karan. Kuntaka's seminal work, VAkrokti-jivitam, divided in 4 chapters, and each chapter is named Unmesha. Here, Vakrokti means Vedagdi Bhangi Bhaniti, that means a use of a kind of sentences, use of a Vakrita in poetry that makes poetry more appealing to its spectator. Statements strikingly different from the Loka-varta or ordinary speech. So here, by the Vakrokti, he said that in poetry or in a drama, there should not be used a kind of a language which is used by common man. And even in Western poetics, we find this kind of a theory that they talks about the language of poetry, how should be used in the work of art. Similarly, with the use of Vakrukti, Kuntaka advocates that there is a particular kind of use of a language which is not connected with Loka-varta. Here is the line by Sundaram is "Hu chahu chu sundar cheej srushti ane je asundar kai muku sundar chahi chahi." So here in this line there is a use of Vakrokti in the lines, and he also talks about that learnedship in the poet or in the spectator. As T.S. Eliot, or even we consider in the modernist time, that writers are escaping from using that language which is known by common people, and they are using the escapism for their works, and they used such a languages which is not understood by common people. So here similarly they also believe that only learned men can understand what we want to say. So Kuntaka also said same thing, that only learned man can enjoy the real essence of poetry. For that, the spectator should also be learned about what is the way of reading the poetry. There is a 6 types of Vakrokti. The first Vakrokti is Varna Vinyas, that means the phonetic level, repetition of Varna or music in it. So one of the example is from Navakanji Lochana Kanji Mukhakar Kanji Pad Kanjar. So here they use the word of a kanji, which is repeated used, or a varna kanja is repeatedly used to make some kind of a vakrokti in the poetry. Second type is Pad Purvard, that means the lexical level. Here, Harivar Mujne Hari Gayo, मैं तो कई हेत कीधु not. So here, the first beginning of the sentence is more important in that sense. Another example is तने खोटू नो लागे तो एक बात कहो. So that is the Pad Purvard Vakrita, says that making a kind of Vakrita in Vakya. Third type is Pad Pararth Vakrita, which is based on a grammatical level and it is used in a latter part of the sentences. Fourth Vakrita is Vakya Vakrita, the sententical level of that, a miraculous or enchanting description of an object. So there are lots of lines in the literature which is known as a Vakya Vakrita. One of the most famous Vakya Vakrita is the line of Hamlet in his monologue or soliloquy is to be or not to be. That is the question. So this is a kind of Vakya Vakrita that suggesting the meaning. Second is all the idioms which is used in the language is also known as a Vakrokti. Sampatyajam, or another very important sentence is "You to Brutus," which is used by Caesar and Julius Caesar. So all these examples are a kind of example of a Vakya Vakrita. Then fifth type of vakrita is prakran vakrita, the contextual level. That means if we remove that prakran in from the text, then whole essence of the work should be lost. Taking part of any literary art or legend and enlargement of it by poet's own interpretation. Poet provides his own ideas and views in that, and if we remove this part from the work, then whole the aura of the work or all the meaning of the work is lost. So in the example, there is Antonius' speech in Julius Caesar after the murder of Julius Caesar. There is a speech of Antony, which is a kind of an prakran vakrata. Another is Chakdor Prasang in Marela Jheel. So in the Gujarati novel, there is also a kind of incident, or there is a kind of incident that is there. If we remove that, then the essence would be lost. Then VT Abhignan in Abhignan Shakuntalam. So the whole play of Abhignan Shakuntalam is based on a VT prasang. That means VT is a kind of a seminal element in the play. If we remove this prasang, this incident from the or this act from the play, then whole play's importance would be lost. Another or last vakrata is Prabandha vakrata, the compositional level. That means one-liner meaning or of a whole text or any literary art. So all the epics of the time should be considered into this. That means Ramayana, that it is, if we take a look upon Prabandha Bhakrata, then it is about Sadbuddhi and Lokalyan. That means it is for peoples or humanities, for this epic is for. Then Mahabharata is for a mercy or kind of which is inevitable, which cannot be avoided by the people. Then another example is Hitopadesh and Panchatantra Nivarta, which is also a kind of coming up with the morals in the works. So that is also a kind of a Prabandh Bakrita. And even one of the Gujarati novel, Vevishar, is also the Mukhe Pratikshanu. So that all is all kind of a vakrita, which is giving a sign to another third thing in the vakrita. So that is Prabandha vakrita. So this is a sixth type of vakrita which is advocated by him. Then at the end, he said that the blend of sound and sense, which is established in a composing, embodying in the poetic activity of divinational character, and which delights those who know the true nature of poetry. So, by this, he said that a sound and sense should be used in that manner that is quite connected with the character and also give the pleasure, real pleasure, who knows how the poetry is written. So the Vakrokti theory is all about having a suggestive sense and putting the suggestive sense on the higher level of judging the work. So the work should be best, or in that sense, if it has a Vakrokti, that means it had a suggestive meaning in it. So this is the Vakrokti theory, and thank you for watching and stay tuned for another videos.